perfectly.
It was good. All right.
I know that recently you relapsed. It happened. But I also know that it happened to me, and I know that you can learn a lot from this experience.
Yeah.
And maybe it's better to start from there and see how it goes. I also will relate to this. I will add about the benefits that I am getting. Let's start from you. Again, why do you think it happened to you? Is there a lesson behind it?
So when we are talking about Nofap, we need to understand that this is a discipline tool that teaches you, first of all, discipline, of course. It teaches you also a lot about sexuality, about who you are, and about the instincts that you have. The number one instinct of man, especially of humans in general, but especially for man, is sex, having sex. This is how evolutionary made sure that we will, rebirth and that humans will not die. They will just keep going and creating life on the planet, right? This is the number one goal of the planet. So this is why we have this instinct the strongest. After this, we have food, right? We have food, we have living a life. That means if somebody comes and puts your hand in fire, you pull it away because you want to stay alive. This is the third instinct. And what we see nowadays, and why I say sex is number one, because we can see that men literally start wars. Men literally are willing to not eat for sex. I would say this is in most cases is that.
Sometimes you can have sex without eating.
You
couple
can.
Of days.
You would. I would say most men would exchange sex for food.
Yes.
Right. So we see how powerful this whole idea is. When we say Nofap, or semen retention, which is like any kind of sexual pleasure to avoid it and not lose even the single semen, this is when you actually start gathering the force, this living organism, this living force inside your body, which will give you immense power, knowledge, health, everything you can imagine. First of all, we talked last time and we did the research. What is included or is inside a semen? A single shot of ejaculation has over, first of all, 300 chemical connections. Over 300 chemical connections that still we don't even know what connections and this is. Like scientists, they don't know. They know that there's some zinc, there's some vitamins, that there's some calcium, some protein. There's a large amount of protein, but we don't know the chemical connections, right? We know that there's serotonin, that there's hormones that make you happy. Also, we know, as we saw last time, that after every time you lose semen, your dopamine goes actually in the act, during the act, your dopamine shoots up between 200 to 250%. And after the act, it can literally crash up to 50% below your baseline.
So what is the baseline?
The baseline is different for every person.
Okay.
It depends on a lot of factors. Genetics, the way you eat, the way if you smoke a lot of cigarettes, your baseline is way higher. This is why people that smoke, the moment they don't smoke, they feel depressed because they have to do way more things to get the same baseline than somebody that doesn't smoke, right? So it depends really from person to person. But anyways, from every person, the baseline he has, it will go 50% down. This is why the next day or even after the act, you feel tired, lazy, unmotivated. And I would say every man feels like this. You don't want to do anything. You don't feel like after it, let's go to work or let's run a marathon. No, you're like, now I have to relax and watch Netflix. Right now I want to eat a pizza. This is the thing that every man feels, I would argue. Now, this can hold on up to 2 full days. You will have this dopamine under baseline. It takes 2 full days.
2 full days to recover.
2 full days to recover. And even then, it can be still slightly less. So it will take 2 to 3 days until you have your baseline back.
Is there a way to get baseline back much faster?
Yes. This is the thing. And this is what most people do. And this is why it's so addictive and so dangerous. I would even say it's a drug. Now, most people, because they feel off after the act or one day after, immediately the first response of the brain is, I need this feeling back. I need my happiness. So you go and you do different things, right? Either you go and all of a sudden you don't even know why, but your subconscious is like, I need sweets. All of a sudden you're eating chocolate. All of a sudden, so you're trying to get your dopamine back in different ways. But what is happening now is that now, again, after the chocolate, yes, you will reach your dopamine, but now it will even be lower than it was before. This is actually the life of 90% of men nowadays. They're trapped.
It's a huge problem.
It's a huge problem. And it's not always, when people think about addiction, they think about heroin, they think, no, anything can be an addiction. How does addiction work? Dopamine, serotonin, that's it. How dopamine and serotonin, how they work, your baseline. If your baseline is very high, you need to smoke more, take more chocolate, this, till you get it. Now there are healthy ways how you can trigger your brain to release dopamine or serotonin or whatever.
What is the way?
The healthy ways are the tools that we talk about many times. Ice bath. An ice bath can literally increase these hormones that make you happy by up to 2 to 3 times, right? And it stays all over the day, right? An ice bath or a cold shower, very cold shower. This is one way. The second way is exercise, going to the gym. A hard exercise, okay? Even cardio, if you go for a run, if you do it long enough, you will feel better afterwards. Your brain will give this dopamine to give you like a little reward, right? It's giving you the hint that it's right what you're doing.
Yeah.
Or eating healthy. For example, eating fruits instead of chocolate. If you want something sweet, eat a date or because the dopamine goes up, but it doesn't crash down like in chocolate, right? The fiber in dates, for example, or fruits, it slows it down. So the dopamine goes slightly up and slightly less, but it's in a controlled way.
Yeah, I'm addicted to fruits nowadays, man.
Yeah.
Especially after dry fast.
If many people, even me, because the foods nowadays, they are produced in a way to make you addicted, because these companies, they know exactly how dopamine and serotonin works. So they build it in a way that you eat the chocolate, you get excited, even you don't really feel it, but somewhere in your brain you get happy, a little bit happy. And then it goes immediately, it crashes down. So now you take a second chocolate, third chocolate, right?
Okay.
So they made it on purpose like this.
But now let's get back to the semen retention. I'd like to hear your story about the relapse. What happened? Why did it happen? What do you think?
Relapse.
What it taught you?
Yeah. Well, why relapses happen is, what is happening is, first of all, everybody gets tempted, especially when you want to do a task like this. Not only Nofap, everywhere in life, when you want to make a new challenge, life will put you tests.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You told me also what you test.
A lot of tests.
We can maybe talk about it also. So you will get this test, and life will challenge you and see how strong you really are. And life will not put you tests that are easy. Otherwise, it's not a test, right? Everybody knows what is 2 + 2. No, it will be a task that is hard. It's hard to win the challenge. So this is what is happening with most men. They get challenges. The moment they get a challenge, they lose. But now here's the magic. As more you win the challenges get harder, but your mentality also gets tougher. So now even the hardest challenge is more easy for you to conquer and to achieve than before.
Probably if you relapsed on one thing once, next time it won't happen.
It won't happen, yeah.
Or you already failed and you don't want to feel the same pain, right?
Exactly, and you learn from this pain.
Yeah.
You learn now with your experience.
For my experience, for 1 year, I was trying to have some long streaks, but eventually what was happening, I was relapsing. And every time I was learning and I was trying more and more. The last time, the longest streak was for 5 months. But now I'm trying to get to 1 year.
You said 1 year. Yeah, 1 year is very long, I would say.
But again, previous urges that I had nowadays, it's not bothering me at all.
It's easier for you, right?
Yeah, much easier.
Even if you get the urge, now you can fully control it. And this is also one thing on Nofap. What most men like, they feel the first time in their life that they're in control. Because normally we are just a sex-hungry man running around and looking at women like a piece of meat. But now it's the first time that we are actually looking at them as a human. And again, you cannot blame men because it's the instincts, right? We want to give our semen and we want to get as many children as possible. This is something that planet Mother Earth put in our head. It's not that men actively are going and want to destroy something. No, it's like literally our DNA, right? But we can fix it. We can fix it by challenging ourselves, by fighting the urges, and it will become easier. And most men on Nofap, after 1 month, 2 months, they don't get the urge anymore, or they get it maybe very rarely. Like as
actually
told me.
you get sometimes,
Yeah.
very early, yeah. And again, these animal thoughts happen.
Yeah, of
It's
course.
not like I'm not sometimes looking at them like me. It happens.
It happens, yeah.
But again, it's easier me to remove these thoughts. It's about working with mindset.
You're in control.
Yeah, I'm in control in the sexual sense, and this also helps me to understand that not only in sexual sense you can control your thoughts and choose whatever it's right, but also about the positive and negative things. So I learn with semen retention not only become sexually controlled, but also in other areas of my life.
Mm-hmm.
And relapses teach me a lot. And anyone who's going through right now and having a relapse, don't get disappointed. It's a part of this journey.
100%, and it really hurts. I would say it's the worst feeling when you have a challenge in your brain and you say, okay, 1 year.
Yeah.
Or 6
But this
months.
pain is forging you to become a gold. So the idea of the spirit that first of all put you on this journey is to forge from you the gold that it was meant from the beginning of the time, that men should be the gold on this planet, walking pure gold. So yeah, it's a building. Let it do its job. It knows what it does. Just trust the process. About the benefits, can you say about the benefits?
I want to talk about my benefits, but I see you had much more. It had much more impact on your life. There's one thing that you will notice, very early on, after even 1 week. It's the calm confidence.
Yeah.
You feel more in control, as we say.
Especially with women.
Especially with women. Yeah, you have calm confidence, and you feel in control.
Yeah.
And it does something magical with your emotions. You're less emotional reactive.
Exactly.
Nobody can just trigger you like this. You are just like, you have more the stone masculine mindset that you can put the stone into fire and you will just stand there and you don't feel it as much as before. Yeah. Of course, you're still human. You will not become Superman. But it will not bother you. Things will not just trigger you so much as before. This is one of the things I noticed very strongly. And overall, control and less emotional reactive. This is the main thing, I would say.
And I guess what's triggering more in time, you to achieve more. So now I wake up, I find myself just doing only the things that matter.
Yeah, good one. That's
Never
a good one.
Waste a second.
You are goal driven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I even try to combine things that I'm doing, so I will just leave more time for more things, And again, the pain appears, the pain of like you're not there yet, okay? You still have to go, you still need to achieve, and it drives you. Yeah. So semen retention is a big driver, and it will take you there. Just use this energy in the right way. So again, whenever this animal thoughts comes up, understand that you can use this energy to create something, to achieve your goals. Use it. But what happens with a lot of people, they again let these thoughts comes in, and they got tempted and they relapse. And in time it's harder. But again, if you can overcome it, the benefits will be much better.
Much better, yeah.
My brother says, okay, let's go watch movies. I can't. I really can't. I can afford that. I just have to go to read a book.
Wow. Yeah.
I just have to do another call with the client. I just have to do it. I just have to go to sleep earlier because there's no point of staying late. I will wake up later and I will be less efficient.
It's a domino effect, yeah.
Yeah. So that's the last benefit I got from semen retention. But again, the other previous benefits are still there.
And you know what's fascinating? Every time you do it, you feel different benefits. This is with me, like
some repeat, some new.
Repeat.
Yeah, because you learned already.
Yeah, you learned already, so you don't feel them as much anymore because they're not new to you.
Yeah.
But then even if it's your 100th time, there's still some new angles that you are focusing on the first time, and you're like, oh, interesting. This I didn't have last time. Now I feel this one more. So it's like an open book. You think you know everything, but still, I mean,
never ends.
I'm in this topic now for over, I told you, like it started with me very early. I started this topic maybe over 5 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Until today, I don't know everything about it. I cannot tell you that I would not say I'm an expert. I know maybe 90%, of course, of the major benefits and stuff. Still, there's some angles that I didn't discover yet. It's such a huge topic. But at the end of the day, it teaches me that it gives you at the end of the day way more benefits than listening to the devil for a pleasure of 10 minutes. Okay, let's exaggerate. Let's say you don't do Nofap and you go for the pleasure, which will be, let's say, 30 minutes pure pleasure. And after that, you feel bad for 2 days. You're lazy for 2 days. What is the value of that? To give 30 minutes, everything works as an exchange with like, nothing is free. You're paying with your energy, you're paying with your soul. Because the energy comes from your soul, right?
Yeah, energy is the soul, actually.
Energy is from the soul. Yeah. So you're paying with energy. So I'm paying the devil to give me pleasure for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And he takes me 2 days of my time and energy. 30 minutes against 2 days. This is stupid, isn't it?
That's what actually holds me to not again relapse.
Yeah.
Only that idea.
If you think about it, it hurts you. Like, this is a bad deal. Yeah. This is a very bad deal.
You're going short, very short.
For 30 minutes. I mean, at least if there's like, I don't know, pleasure for 1 week.
One lifetime.
Or a lifetime.
Yeah.
Okay, I would get it.
Okay.
But it's not worth it.
Again, semen retention, it can work only if you use that energy.
Yeah.
Because I met this guy.
Yeah.
He does 2 years semen retention. And he says, for me, nothing that much changed.
You need to convert the energy.
I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to see how he did it, why it didn't work. I actually invited him to a meeting to do an ice bath, but he didn't came. I think, he couldn't.
He didn't do it right then.
Yes, he
you
didn't
need to
do
have
it
a
right.
Before you start, you need to have a clear purpose, because this extra energy you will have that you're keeping, not giving to the devil, you cannot just keep the energy inside and it goes into nowhere. You need to spend the energy of something that will give you more energy.
Yeah.
For example, in our case, it's to be successful, to be more spiritual, to go do ice bath, to go to the gym, to go running. So this is the smartest approach, to spend it in something that will give you like an investment. If you buy real estate, why you're buying it? Not because you know your money is gone. No, because you know in future it will give you money back. And it will give you more money back.
Yeah.
Right? So here's the same. You give energy, but you know it will give you energy back at some point.
Exactly. I think he doesn't understand that.
Yeah. No, you need to purpose. Definitely.
Purpose, passion. You need to combine also the different disciplines. Like fasting also helps you to accumulate more energy.
Yeah, they push each other up.
Again,
fasting, meditation, everything.
I truly believe higher your energy, more success you will attract. Doesn't matter
everything
what kind
is energy, 100%.
Yeah. And so again, I'm waiting for 4th or 5th month. And it's already started with this open mindset. Also helped me a lot. So dry fasting helped me to clean myself. Open mindset helped me to see clearly everything what's happening around me, be in the present moment, and be ready for the magics that can happen. And things started happening with this semen retention energy. People see it. I'm more visible. I'm more in the center. What's happening? So I'm already there. I see a lot of results, and it will get more and more. So whoever does this, I can tell you guys, you're doing the right thing. Keep doing it.
100%. Yeah.
And if relapse happened at some point, don't get demotivated.
No,
it's
keep
just
going.
a part of the journey.
This is a long time game, and it will bear fruits. It will bear a lot of fruits in this life and in the next life.
What you can say about guys who are in a relationship when doing semen retention?
Yeah, this is
where a lot of people struggle with that, right?
Yeah, this is where it really starts getting interesting, because at the end of the day, it's not only us men, also female have urges. Also female, they need they need this intimacy, and this is where it can get very, very difficult and challenging, right? Especially we know that humans, maybe sometimes also women, when they don't get this emotional relief, it can stay into them,
Yeah.
and it can get frustrating. Yeah, we can see, for example, Patrick Bet-David. He talked about this. He was 1 year. He
Did
went
one
to
and
his
a
wife.
half year.
Man, 1.5 years. He went to his wife, and what he said? He said, "This is what I have to do for my
Yeah.
success, and we cannot do anything."
Yeah, I heard that he said to his future wives, he said, 3 years, I'm not gonna give you anything.
Yeah.
But after that, if
You
you
will
can
get
wait
everything.
3 years, you will have everything.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
And the first one left him, right?
Yeah, first
Yeah.
girlfriend left him because there was no real connection.
There was no connection.
I think the